Hello, guys. Welcome back to our series. This is episode 3. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And we can hop right in right now. So, as you may know, there's been at least 2 wars here. No, this nation itself was made out of a war. You can make your own timelines, but I think these nations are big, are old enough to stop filling in gaps. So like this area filled in, really need to remove the opacity. Like this area is filled in, and it's taking this, and it's filling in this area as well. In the meanwhile, this area, this this nation lay claims to the Alpenides, even though no one colonized it. I mean, no one, even though no one has barely anyone started living in it. But no one's going to challenge it because there's no one near enough to take it. And they snake down here. And and now let's make trade routes. So they have this route. They these guys trade over here. They also trade over here and here. They also trade here. Duh. And that's it, I think, for the trade routes over here at least. Also, please leave comments if you want something implemented into this video. I'll check them. I'll see if I'll see if I can implement them. This nation's populations are getting a little big, and they go up here. But then a revolt happens of people who actually want to explore. So let's draw them a purple color. They take all of this. They go here. They go here. They go here. And they start really expanding. This happened in a couple of years, by the way. At least I think you can make up your own timeline. So this nation really got around in such a short time. Think. Start filling in some of the gaps. Some really brave explorers found here. And then they tried to come back, but they got lost. So now, did that just happen again? Isn't that like the third time a nation got lost? Okay, whatever. But they found here instead. So the nation's gonna be like here. And then they find their way back. But they already made a nation. They don't want to rejoin it. But since they found their way back, there's trade routes. As the navies are big enough to get there, so they can do that. They can do that. And they can do that. And trade routes are happening here. as they stop by this island. But it's getting colonized because and it's gonna become a major hotspot of trade between this side and this side. And they put two and two together, and now they go this way. And now this way. Trade routes are really becoming a thing. And this nation sending and now this nation sends scouts. They walk they they take the sea over here and they go and then keep going. They reach here and they actually don't get lost this time, which is good, really good. They also find this island. Purple Nation really gets around, and uh, we've been doing so much in the European continent. And they take a bit more of this land, and even more trade routes are happening. Here to here, here to here. And they found here this turquoise, this this color. Uh, excuse me. Oh, okay. This this team. Also, please tell me what to name these countries. I have no idea. So just probably gonna point to them or call them by color. They found here, and they made a trade route already. And now they border this. We got one, two, three, four, five nations here. Didn't these three nations come from here? I think so. I'm pretty sure this came from here. And now, the, again, lose control of the country makes revolts. So far away, probably didn't even notice. A brown nation pops up over here in what's now Florida. Or in our world, Florida. Probably not Florida here. Covers this much. And it's a few brave explorers colonized Cuba. Or at least this part of Cuba. And have more trade routes. There's this. There's that. There's that. And that. And that. So there's not much trade routes here. But there's also not much. Oh yeah, there's trade routes here. Because they colonized here. They figured out this is a lake. Woohoo! And this weird inland wanting nation goes here. And they they also wrap around here. And now we go down here. Now, so guys from here and here went on an exploration here, and most of them nearly died, but some of them survived, and they didn't want to go back because they didn't want to die. Duh. So they make a de facto Chile, snaking along the coast here. This gr- grasslandy biome. Th- this is fine. Oh yeah, these guys expand a bit. They meet up here. I go here. And this part here um, is like really influenced and decides to revolt and join here. Taking all the way up here. But then this nation get back to the sea, takes that, goes all the way there. Told you I'd be filling in some spots. Now, I forgot to do that up here. So they did take all of this and become spaghetti. Well, they also filled in quite a lot of territory. They didn't want to go that far. Fill in all of this. All of this. And yeah, there's still spaghetti. At least the ones near the sea solidified. Let's go back here. These guys also filled in some borders. Right here. And started looking less like spaghetti or noodles and more like an actual country. And now we see Africa. Well, that was happening. They're being expanding. What a surprise. This nation actually filled in the Happy Nation is now the world's first monarchy after the dictator passed over his power to his son. Wow! Why are we calling it Happy Nation? It just because it's isolationist doesn't make it happy. Whatever. This nation colors itself in two, but this nation it basically wraps around the other nations It's a trading nation, but also goes to the rivers and goes far inland. I mean, not inland, up the coast. Also, now new nations forming. The Nile River Delta is a great place to make a nation. That's why they made one there. Too light. I'm running out of colors. Goes all the way down there, takes the entire delta down the Sinai Peninsula, colored that in up here. Also, they found Cyprus. Yay. Taking the coast a bit. I think this is the first nation, maybe on 3 continents. Turkey is like Europe, there's Middle East and Asia, and then it's going in real life Egypt. Oh yeah, I forgot. More trade routes. This noodle of a nation shall become less like a noodle of a nation. It's getting pretty huge. And more trade routes. I'm actually drawing a lot of them because I didn't draw before. They're going that way. This noodle of a nation is also going to be less like a noodle of a nation. A bit. They're also going to expand. Take those rivers. And take these rivers. Like 4 rivers together. Great place. And then this. Actually, this is not a noodle of a nation. Will still color themselves in. At this part, revolts away from here because it's like it's like cut off, and they don't feel any connection to the overlords. So they decide to join. This part decides to join here, but then the rest of it goes over to this side. And this is also feeling not much respect for their masters and decides to join this nation. Pretty big. And even more trade routes. What a surprise! Here to here, here to here, here to here. This Korea. Where are we? Okay, that's a good place. So this Korea gonna expand like color in this part. Gonna be pretty big, maybe even bigger than that. Certainly looks like it. And this nation would stretch down all the way here. Stretch down here. Since it's so far away, tiny little part revolted. This entire island actually. And a little bit here. And they didn't even notice. It's too late when they realized. But they let it go. It's not really valuable. They just colonized it. So no value. And then scouts showed them like this entire area. Like this. And scouts showed them this. Uh, there's a savanna there. So this pink nation. Oh, this pink nation decides to try to get over there. Wrong color. But the scouts met up with the other country over there. So now this country also gonna try. And now they meet, and now these areas are actually getting a bunch of people. So they expand a lot because a bunch of people means more. You need more land. What place have we not checked yet? We checked Africa, and Africa goes to war. This nation nearly completely wipes out this nation. No, actually, no. I'm back. This nation nearly completely wipes out this nation. Barely has any military. Then no one will attack it because it was isolationist. But it was wrong. Do you not have a fill in button? This is not my car. Okay, I just have to do it myself. They take over all this land. Until until this nation rises up with pitchforks. And this nation gets this nation rises up with pitchforks to attack. And this nation gets sick of war. So they just take this area. And this nation take up all this land. They fill in their borders. How'd this place go? Oh yeah, big stuff there. And now since it's going all north, this place feels neglected and decides to revolt because they're not getting much economic spending or whatever. To revolt. Let's single green nation. And they expand a bit too. Check this. Then people decide to explore. A group banding together from here, 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 even here, going through all these stations, decides to go explore, stuck out in the wilderness. And they appear and they decide to settle down in the Bay Area, right here, California. There was a lot of people, maybe 5,000 people, 10,000. People like to explore. So they stuck out like this much. So far they know like this much of the world exists. And to end up all this, this nation goes all the way here and then, no, declares war of this, completely takes it over. This nation's not going to let it go that easily. So, decide to launch a sneak attack. They send their armies here, fight you off. Well, this nation, well, another one of the nations, secretly goes all the way up through the scouted lands and then strikes here. Strikes here. Take all this land. And now they call it the stalemate. So these guys settle over here because they started a new trade route across here. And that's it for this new new episode. We started off with like what 13 nations. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 nations. That's an increase by what? 8 nations? And they did a lot of expanding. If I would say the strongest nation, it's either this, this, or this. They're pretty huge. Or maybe this. It's also big. Anyways, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. And comment down below what you want to see in this channel. Because I will look at them and see if I can implement them. So if you want to see your idea in my video, comment down below. Bye.